Hello everyone and welcome back to another new episode of New Vegas Armoury. It's another lovely day outside and we have some just as lovely weapons for you. First up is Revolvers Galore by PipeOne Tom 69. This is an assorted package of, you guessed it, revolvers. This mod comes with 4 new weapons for your own personal arsenal. First to this acquire, it seems like an ordinary looking revolver, but that's until you fire it. That's right, this takes a 45 round, but look, it fires green laser projectiles. Yes, I finally have a laser revolver. It gives 63 damage and has a 5 round capacity with an increased damage and fire rate. We also have the Gauze revolver, another revolver with a very special ability. Like the Sequoia, it takes a 45 round but fires a lovely gauze projectile like your enemies. It gives 59 damage and has a scope so you can see your enemies gauzed to death much clearer. We also have the .357 Elite. It takes a .357 round and is basically just like any other revolver but with an increased damage and fire rate. It gives 36 damage and has a capacity of 6 rounds. Finally is the 44 Magnum shotgun. Just like the Elite, it fires a regular round instead of a laser or gauzed one. It has an increased fire and damage rate and takes a 44 round, gives 41 damage and has a capacity of 6 rounds. Our second mod is the Lattice Salarantar M26, also known as Assorted Mistakes by Numb Black. This is a fully no-scope weapon based on an actual light machine gun made in 1926. It actually has a very interesting backstory and was nicknamed Assorted Mistakes due to the 188 different parts, making it very hard to clean. Well, just as long as I don't have to clean it in New Vegas. It takes a 5.56mm round, gives 26 damage and has a capacity of 20. It also has 2 mods that include sniper rifle carbon fibre parts, making it lighter, and an expanded drum, giving the gun an extra 75 rounds. The only flaw with the weapon is that it requires you to have 8 strength and have a skill of 100 to shoot, but the mod author has said they are paying attention to the feedback on Nexus and may alter the requirements. Next is the Photon Rifle series by Black Soul 501. This mod brings 3 new fully no-scope laser rifles to the wasteland, including a photon rifle that fires laser projectiles, gives 26 damage, takes an EC pack and has a capacity of 60. There's also a photon sniper rifle that includes a scope, obviously, and looks like it fires a kind of blue plasma. The scope makes it firing it super accurate and gives 102 damage, it takes a microfusion cell but sadly only has a capacity of 4 rounds at a time. Finally we have the Photon Rifle Mark II. This comes with new textures and sounds and fires a lovely looking unique purplish projectile, guaranteed to keep you in a cheery mood as your enemy boils from the inside out. It takes an EC pack, gives 31 damage and has a capacity of 120. Our final mod is a very basically named Weapons Pack 1 by PipeOne Tom 69. Always a pleasure, Tom. This consists of 3 newly created weapons as well as 3 others we may remember from Fallout 3. First is the Assault Rifle we all know and love from Fallout 3. This takes a 5.56mm round, has a capacity of 24 and gives damage of 23. Also from Fallout 3 is a Chinese Assault Rifle. The mod author has stated that the weapon, this weapon as well as the other Fallout 3 weapons have slightly odd iron sights. I didn't really notice it myself very much, but to be honest it doesn't really distort gameplay. This takes a 5.56mm round and has a capacity of 28 and has damage of 34. We also have a scope light machine gun, a NIF scope created by the author and adds a zoom scope to the light machine gun. It's super accurate and super fun to fire. It takes a 5.56mm round, has a damage of 34 and a capacity of 100. Next is the scoped M1 Garand, another NIF scope. This is a beautifully crafted weapon, best used with armour piercing rounds, or at least that's what I used with them. It takes a .308 round, has a capacity of 8 and gives damage of 51. final Fallout 3 weapon is a silenced Mauser pistol. Again, the odd iron sights doesn't really disturb gameplay. It fires well and gives a damage of 16, as well as that it takes a 5.56mm round and has a capacity of 6 rounds at a time. Finally, we have the Combat Baseball Bat, a rather odd looking weapon that's essentially a baseball bat with a knife sticking out the top of it. I'm not much for melee weapons, but I did enjoy knocking some fiends to their death with this one. It gives 34 damage and might just stay in my arsenal for quite a while. Well, that's us for another week. A big round of applause everyone for our mod authors and the wonderful mods that they've created for us. I certainly had a lot of fun with these ones and can't wait for next week. So, until next time everyone.